Assalamualaikum to RATNA. My name is NURUL SHAFRINAZ binti SURASAH. My matric number is 01DKB20F1007. Today, my group will present a comparison of service offered by two banks, namely Maybank and BINB. Next slide. Okay, among the topics that we will discuss are housing loan, saving account, personal loan, and conclusion that we have to choose between two banks. Next slide. Now, I will start with a housing loan. Next slide. So, what is definition of housing loan? Housing loan is a sum of money borrowed from a financial institution or bank to purchase a house. Home loans consist of an adjustable or fixed interest rate and payment terms. Next slide. Next, so home loan service by Maybank is an agreement in principle by the bank to offer you a home loan subject to confirmation of your personal details and credit status. Online pre-approval save time instead of going to the bank. You can apply for a loan any time of the day. You can use channel to find out how much you are eligible to borrow, obtain financing, or if you can afford a particular property you are interested in purchasing. Besides checking the status of your loan from the time you apply until the loan is disbursed. So, kita as customer ni boleh apply loan secara online instead of going to the bank. Apply loan secara online ni memudahkan kita untuk mendapat approval. And kita juga boleh apply loan ni bila-bila masa kita free. So, benda ni taklah menyusahkan kita. Contohlah, diorang dah letakkan timing untuk apply. Kan susah untuk kita apply kan sebab yelah setiap orang mesti ada masa dia busy and tak sempat untuk apply. So dengan cara apply online ni mudah lagi bagi kita and diorang juga ada provide channel untuk kita check berapa banyak yang kita layak untuk meminjam. Next slide. So this is one of the service offered by Maybank, which is Maybank London Residential Home Financing, House-Key Home Ownership Plan, Maybank Maxi Home AZ, Foreign Currency Offshore Property Financing, Community Murabahan Home Financing, Maxi Home and Maxi Home Flexi Loan. Next slide. So for home loan service by BINB is an affordable mortgage based on the Islamic concept of tawarruk with low interest rate, flexible tenures and payment holiday to help you get into a new home. Next slide. So this is one of example of home loan service offered by BINB, which is BINTI Home Financing, Wadah Home Refinancing, and BINTI Home Financing for Partisma members for serial resident Kota Baru, Kelantan. Next slide. Okay, so I will make a comparison between Maxi Home and BINTI Home Financing. First of all is benefit. Okay, benefit that we get if we make a loan at Maybank is flexible repayment option. This option help the borrower to choose the option that best suit his need. It can reduce the EMI loan. Among the example of popular flexible repayment option is accelerated repayment. This means that the borrower is allowed to increase his EMI every time his income increases. Next is longer repayment period. This monthly payment we have to pay will be lower. The longer we pay off the loan, the lower our monthly payment. For example, we make a loan of 10,000 with 10% interest in 3 years. So the payment we have to make every month is in the range of 300. Next is easy payment installment. We can pay in installment if we don't have enough money and we will be more comfortable with consistent monthly payment. Next is flexibility to withdraw advance or additional payment made in excess, and lastly is higher loan margin of up to 90%. Okay. Loan margin will determine how much cost we have to incur to pay the price of the house. Okay, next for benefit of BINB. High margin of financing up to 90%. So we can see a different 5% between the two banks. Next is financing tenure of up to 35 years or age 70, whichever is earlier. The meaning of tenure financing is the period of time that borrower will take to repay the loan and interest. So as we can see, the term of the loan for BIMB is 35 years or until the borrower is 70 years old. Next is no lock-in period. If we want to terminate the loan earlier than agreed, we will not be fined. Okay. Next is no compounding element and no processing fee. This means that every time we make a payment, we will not be charged any fees. For example, if we want to transfer money for saving account BIMB to my bank, we will charge 10 cents, right? Okay, for housing loan, we will not be charged any fees. Okay, next slide. Okay, next is requirement. For Maxi Home and BINTI Home financing, minimum annual income that we have to earn in a year is 24,000, and the minimum age for both bank is the same, which is 18 to 70 years. But customer who can apply for Maxi Home are any nationality, salary employee, and self-employed, while for BINTI Home financing, only Malaysian can apply. Next slide. Okay, next is interest charged by the borrower. For Maybank, the interest charge is 3.1%, while for BNB is 3.32%. So we can see that BIMB interest is higher than Maybank. The higher the interest, the more amount we have to pay. Okay, for fees and charge between Maybank and BIMB. For late penalty fees, both of them have same fees, which is 1% on the overdue installment. For early settlement fee by Maybank, we will be charged 3% within 3 years retention period, while BIMB will not be charged any fee. For redemption letter fee, both of the bank have the same amount, which is 50 ringgit per request. And later for EPF withdrawal fee charged by Maybank is 10 ringgit per request, while BIMB is 20 ringgit per request. Okay, the type of insurance offered by Maybank is MRTA, which is mortgage reducing terms insurance, and for BIMB is MRRT, which is mortgage reducing terms takaful. Okay, next slide. Okay, so this is the document that needs to be prepared to make a loan. Actually, the document that the bank needs is the same, but my bank needs a more detailed document. For example, for salary employees, we need to provide the latest 6 month commission statement, latest EA form, and latest 6 months bank statement. So that's all from me. Let's continue with Shazwani. Thank you.
Thank you, NURUL SHAFRINAZ. Hello everyone, my name is ADRIANA SYAZWANI binti Muhammad NARAZI. My number matric is 01DKB20F1008. So today I will continue the presentation about savings account. Okay, savings account serviced by Maybank. Basic savings account is based on the Sharia contract of card. Card refers to a contract of lending money by a lender to a borrower where the borrower is bound to repay an equivalent amount to the lender. Ownership of the money belonging to the lender is transferred to the borrower, and the borrower is obligated to repay the lender in full. Customer as lender lend his money to Maybank Islamic as borrower. Next slide. Okay, this is savings account service by Bank Islam Malaysia Berhad. Bank Islam offers card savings account facility for you to save your money. Based on card contract, this facility provides hassle-free safekeeping of your money and allows easy access for withdrawals whenever needed. So this is the comparison benefit between Maybank and BIMB. Okay, for Maybank, benefits that they have is a savings account is basic type of bank account that allows you to deposit money, keep it save and withdraw funds all while earning interest. Savings account offered by most banks, credit unions, and other financial institutions are FDIC insured and typically pay interest on your deposits. Okay, for benefits for BIMB is free savings passbook upon request, bank card facilities, salary crediting and sweeping facilities, standing instruction facility. HIBA may given on a monthly basis based on the bank's discretion. Other facilities is bill payment, bank Islam Biz, tap mobile banking. And the other benefit for BIMB is no service or maintenance charge will be imposed on the account. Enjoy the convenience of printing mini statements via ATM machine, ATM withdrawals via MEPS. Okay, this is comparison features between Maybank and BIMB. Okay, for Maybank, the features is online banking, Maybank to you, mobile app, reward points, treat points, BID, and protect up to 2,000, 2,500 ATM and ATM card. And the features for BIMB is for if minimum service is cash deposit, ATM and over-the-counter OTC withdrawals, fund transfer and bill payment facilities. And for internet banking is fund transfer facility, which is with exception of Giro facility where the bank will impose a service charge of 10% per transaction to BCA holders. Online bill payment facilities within the bank, account inquiries including account balance or summary, account statement, and transaction history. Okay, next is interest rate of Maybank. The first is Golden Saver Savings Account. Okay, for firstly is Golden Saver Savings Account is interest rate they charge for savings bank if less than 1,000 is 0.00%. If up to 10,000, interest rate that charge is 0.20%. Secondly is Kawanku Savings Account. Interest rate that charge for savings bank is first RM 1,000 is 0.20%. If above what RM 1,000 to 10,000, interest rate that charge is same, which is 0.20%. Furthermore, is basic savings account. Interest rate that charge for savings bank is if up to RM 1,000 is 0.25%. For YP savings account, interest rate that charge for savings bank if up to 15,000 is 1.50%. For Maybank to you savers, interest rate that charge for savings bank RM 2,000 to 15,000 is 0.60%. And for personal savers, interest rate for all balance is 0.20%, while for flexi saver plan, interest rate for all balance is 0.30%. Okay, next. Okay, this is interest rate of BIMB. There are three, which is flat rate, floating rate, and golden saver savings account. Okay, let's see. Firstly is flat rate. Okay, for flat rate, they have 1 to 10 years, which is 4.99% that charge for flat rate. Next is floating rate. If 1 to 3 years, base rate plus 1.30%. For 4 to 10 years, basic rate is plus 2.60%. For Golden Savers account, current base rate is 3.90%. Okay, this is the eligibility of Maybank. To apply, visit a Maybank branch near you with your primary document. Available account that needed is Basic Savings Account BSA for adults above 18 years old. Basic Savings Account Trust BSA Trust for children below 18 years old with parents or legal guardians below 16 years of age. Basic Savings Account Minor for teenagers aged 12 to below 18 years old. For required primary document is original identity card, IC, police or armed force ID card, birth certificate, and MyKit for interest and minor accounts. Next is eligibility of Bank Islam Malaysia Berhad. Eligible person is Malaysian citizens and permanent residents. For minimum opening is RM20 ringgit and for minimum balance is RM20 ringgit. Age requirement is open to all and types of account for individual, joint and trust for children below 12 years old to be opened with parents or legal guardian. Okay, so this is advantages of Maybank. Okay, so firstly is savings account will usually accrue interest over time. Next is savings account in the United States are insured. Next is your funds are still readily available. Your money is kept safe and you can open an account with very little money. Last but not least is savings account can provide automated bill payments. Okay, so this is advantages for BIMB. Customers will be eligible to participate in monthly and quarterly prize draw, as well as a chance to win lucrative cash prizes and offer. The Al-Awfar account is a savings account at Bank Islam that offers its depositors the opportunity to win cash prizes on a monthly and quarterly basis. So while saving, while having a chance to get a gift in the form of cash. Last is a draw will be held every month for the monthly votes draw category. Okay, so that's all from me. I pass to IZZATUL Sophina to continue with the presentation.
Okay, thanks Syazwani. Assalamualaikum. My name is IZZATUL Sophina binti Abdul Aziz. My matrix number is 10 DKB 281022. I will continue the presentation with next topic, which is personal loan. I will start with personal loan in Maybank. Maybank personal loan is an unsecured personal loan and that does not require any collateral or borrowing term. This personal loan has a fixed monthly repayment schedule. Okay, maksudnya kat sini, pinjaman peribadi Maybank ni adalah pinjaman peribadi tanpa jaminan dan tidak memerlukan jaminan atau penjamin. Pinjaman peribadi ini mempunyai jadual pembayaran bulanan yang tetap. Maksudnya, bayaran yang kita kena bayar setiap bulan tu nilainya tetap, tak akan berubah. So, nanti senanglah untuk kita plan pembelanjaan kita untuk sebulan nanti. Okay, next slide please. Okay, basically personal loan service in Maybank have three options. The first one is Maybank personal loan, the basic one. Secondly, Maybank Islamic Personal Financing I, and thirdly, Maybank Salary Loan or Financing. Next slide. Okay, personal loan BIMB or Islamic Bank, a secured or unsecured financing package to meet your financial needs. It is calculated based on a fixed or variable rate. It is Sharia compliant and uses the Sharia concept of tawarruk. Okey, untuk bank Islam ni, seperti yang kita tahu, semestinya ia akan mematuhi Syariah Islam dan menggunakan konsep Syariah tawarruk. Tawarruk ni saya boleh jelaskan secara ringkas ialah tawarruk ni terdiri daripada dua kontrak jual beli. Transaksi yang pertama melibatkan penjualan komoditi oleh penjual kepada pembeli secara tangguh atau hutang. Yang kedua pula ialah pembeli pada transaksi yang pertama tadi, dia akan jual komoditi itu balik kepada pihak ketiga secara tunai pula. Next slide. Personal loan by Bank Islam also have 3 options, which is the first one is personal financing I package, second personal financing I non package, and the last one personal cash line I. Next slide. For the comparison between Maybank and Bank Islam, I will take the Maybank personal loan, and for the Islamic bank, I will take the personal financing I package. The first comparison is benefits. For the Maybank personal loan, a monthly repayment as low as RM102.78 per month, which mean maksudnya kita kena bayar RM102.78 setiap bulan untuk pembayaran balik. Next, no document stamping, no processing fee, no guarantor or collaterals required, fast approval, personal care insurance protection. For personal financing I package, competitive rate, no hidden charge, no guarantor is required, no deposit, no processing fee, flexible financing tenure, selling price is fixed and none, and fast approval. Next slide. Okay, next slide is features. Features for Maybank personal loan is fixed monthly installment. The loan amount, the minimum amount is RM5,000 and for the maximum amount is RM100,000. The tenure for the Maybank is 2 years to 6 years. While for Islamic bank, the minimum loan amount is RM10,000 and the maximum is RM300,000. The tenure for Islamic bank is 1 year to 10 years. Advancement payment equivalent to 2-month installment. Takaful coverage, personal financial takaful plan, which means it is up to us to take the takaful plan or not. Next slide. Interest rate for Maybank personal loan ada 3 kat sini, at 8% untuk bayaran RM5,000 hingga ke RM20,000, 7% untuk pinjaman RM20,000 sehingga RM50,000 dan 6.5% untuk pinjaman RM50,000 hingga ke RM100,000. Untuk personal financing I package pula, with takaful coverage for floating rate 1 to 3 years 1.90%, 4 to 10 years is 2%. For flat rate 1 to 10 years is 4.99%. Interest rate without takaful coverage for floating rate is 3.38% and 5.28%. And for flat rate 1 to 10 years is 5.99%. Next slide. Okay, for the eligibility, we look at the qualifications such as who can apply, start at what age can we apply for a loan. Okay, for Maybank personal loan, who can apply? Of course, obviously it's Malaysian citizen and we can start apply the loan 21 years to 60 years old, and the minimum annual income is RM42,000. For personal financing I package, Malaysian citizen who can apply, 38 to 60 years old, minimum annual income RM24,000. And untuk Islamic bank ni, dia ada syarat tambahan yang mana kalau kita nak buat loan, kita mestilah employee dari government sector, selected public listed companies, subsidiaries of government or selected public listed company, prominent private limited companies categorized under package companies. Next slide. Okay, next is requirement. Requirement ni apa yang perlu kita ada untuk bawa atau ada untuk buat loan tu nanti. Okay, untuk Maybank, application form together with copy of NRIC, which is IC, and latest 1 month salary slip or latest EA form or latest BE form with official tax receipt, latest 3 month saving account activity or current account statement. If you are self-employed, copy of NRIC and copy of business registration and latest BE form with official tax receipt or latest 6 month bank statement. For personal financing application form together with copy of NRIC both sides, latest 3 months salary slip, latest employer's confirmation letter, latest 3 months bank statement of salary credited account, at least one of these which is latest income tax or any other supporting document such as EPS statement. Next. Okay, fees and charges between Maybank and BIMB. For Maybank personal loan processing fee tak dikenakan sebarang bayaran. Stamp duty juga tak dikenakan sebarang bayaran. Late payment charge 1% on the amount in arrears calculated from overdue date till date of full monthly payment. Maksudnya kat sini, kalau kita lambat bayar, 1% pada jumlah tunggakan dikira dari tarikh tertunggak hingga tarikh pembayaran bulanan. Yearly settlement fees. Kalau kita bayar awal, RM200 or take 3% of remaining amount whichever is higher and within the first half of a term. For personal financing package, processing fee sama juga macam dengan Maybank, tidak dikenakan sebarang bayaran, tetapi untuk stamp duty dikenakan 0.5% of the whole amount. For the late payment charge, 1% from current outstanding amount. Yearly settlement fees, none. Payment method have two options, which is salary deduction or salary transfer to BIMB with auto debit transaction or auto debit instruction. RM50 dikenakan for being the customer's agent to sell commodity to the broker. Next slide. Okay, itu sahaja daripada saya. Saya akan serahkan kepada Sabrina.
Thank you, Sophina. Hi and Assalamualaikum everyone. I am Eishah Sabrina binti Muhammad Zalani. My metric number is 01DKB20F1010. So I would like to continue our presentation today by explaining about the conclusion of this topic. Next. Alright, we have seen the type of services that provided by the Maybank and BIMB. So, which bank is suitable to be the community's choice? Let's see. Next. Okay, in my opinion, if you want to apply a housing loan, Maybank is the best choice. This is because we can get a lot of benefits from it, such as low interest rates. Next is everyone can apply for this loan regardless of nationality and whether he is self-employed or a salary employee. In addition, it also has flexible loan repayments. So it is easier for those on low income to repay the loan without any problem. And last but not least, although there are many documents that need to be completed to apply for this loan, we don't have to worry because the advantages that we get from this loan are worth it because we get those advantages throughout the loan period. Next. Alright, next is savings account. I would like to choose Bank Islam Malaysia Berhad if I want to open a savings account. Yes, of course, because it has many benefits that bring good to ourselves. For example, free savings passbook. This facility is very convenient, especially for senior citizens to transact money. So they don't have to bother using a modern ATM. They just have to go to the counter to save or withdraw money. Besides that, no service or maintenance charge will be imposed on the account. So we can do money transactions online to all types of banks. And if you want to get your bank statement, You can enjoy the convenience of printing mini statement via ATM machines without too long queues at the counter, and especially we are in pandemic COVID-19. Other than that, it is easier for us to open a savings account because the account is not divided into several types such as Maybank, which can cause confusion. And only for children below 12, if they want to open a savings account, it must be opened with parents or legal guardian. BIMB also offers its depositors a chance to win monthly and quarterly cash prizes. So while saving, while having the opportunity to get a gift in the form of cash, who doesn't want to get a prize, right? And for your guys' information, a draw will be held every month for the monthly vote draw category. Next. Okay, lastly is personal loan. For anyone who wants to make a personal loan, I think Maybank offers a worthwhile service. There is no denying that the benefits between the personal loan service offered by Maybank and BIMB are almost the same. However, Maybank offers a fixed installment, which means that the repayment of our loan is fixed. Okay, for example, RM300 per month for the duration of the loan. So we can start to estimate our budget every month because the amount of loan payments does not change. Personal loan for Maybank also is easier to apply. For those who are 21 years old until 60, they are eligible to apply a personal loan from Maybank. While for BIMB, it is limited to anyone who works under the government sector only or in selected public listed companies is eligible to apply for a personal loan. So yeah, think about it. That's all from me. Thank you very much.